Welcome back to the deep dive. Thinking about getting ready for what comes after college or even just the next step in college, it can feel, well, like chaos, right? There's this huge checklist, resumes, applications, networking, interviews, even just knowing how to act professionally. It's a lot.
Oh, absolutely chaos. And um, most students just tackle whatever feels most urgent that day. It's very piecemeal.
Right. But what if there was a shortcut, a kind of ready-made roadmap?
Exactly. And that's what we're digging into today.
We've got excerpts from this event, the Scholars Professional Development Day 2025. Basically, we're looking at how Miami-Dade College structured a day to get their top scholars ready fast. It was held back on November 7th, 2025 at the Hialeah campus.
And our mission here is to take their itinerary, their schedule, and pull out a clear, step-by-step checklist. We're looking at the why behind the what. The sequence itself is revealing.
Okay, so let's dive in. The report mentions that right away, even before the first talk, they offered breakfast, sure, but also professional headshots.
Hmm.
That struck me. Putting headshots first, before even talking about resumes, isn't that, like, backwards?
You'd think so, maybe. But it's actually quite clever event design. Think about it. Getting a good headshot is a hassle for students.
True. Usually it's a selfie or nothing.
Right. So offering it right at the start, that's an immediate, tangible win for the scholars. It solves a problem instantly.
Ah, okay. So it provides value straight away.
Exactly. And it subtly sets a professional standard for the whole day. Plus, you had the opening remarks from leadership reinforcing that motivational, serious tone. It gets everyone in the right mindset before you hit them with the paperwork.
Okay, that makes sense. Setting the stage first. So once that tone was set, the morning sessions really got down to business. It looks like they focused hard on what we could call maybe the documentation priority.
That's a good way to put it. It was all about the practical mechanics, the paperwork, the logistics needed for academic advancement and career moves.
So what does that tell us, the listeners?
It tells you what to tackle first. Before the networking, before the interview practice, get your administrative house in order. The scholars hit three key things right away.
All right, action item one seems to be the resume. The session was called Resume Essentials for Transfer. Why emphasize for transfer specifically? How's that different?
Great question. It's all about the audience. A transfer resume isn't primarily for a job. It's for admissions committees, maybe scholarship reviewers at the next institution.
Okay, so less about, say, your summer job.
Probably, yeah. I mean, you still list it, but the emphasis shifts. You need to highlight academic achievements, tough courses you aced, research projects, anything that screams, I'm ready for university-level work.
Gotcha. You're proving academic fitness for that specific next step.
Precisely. It's about demonstrating your academic story aligns with where you want to go.
Okay, that clarifies the resume focus. Then they moved immediately to action item two, handshake profile and internship search. So from the static document to a dynamic online platform.
Exactly. And this highlights using the right tools. Handshake is huge in the university space now, kind of like a LinkedIn, but specifically for students and recent grads. Ignoring it means missing out.
So if someone listening is just using, I don't know, Indeed or something general, what's the edge Handshake provides, especially for transferring or internships?
It's targeted. Employers on Handshake can filter specifically for students by major, year, GPA, even the specific school. So for these scholars, it means internships and opportunities practically curated for them, often vetted by their own college.
Ah, so less noise, more signal.
Much less noise. And building that profile using keywords from the resume they just worked on puts them right in the path of relevant opportunities.
Makes sense. So resume, then handshake profile. What was the third part of this initial block?
Action item 3 was insight into the transfer process. This is the nuts and bolts. Deadlines, application requirements, credit transfers, the actual logistics of moving from one institution to another.
Okay, so those three together. Resume, handshake, transfer logistics, that's the administrative core.
That's it. They tackled the hard, practical hurdles first. The message is clear. Master this foundation before you worry too much about the softer skills.
All right, foundation laid. But even with perfect paperwork, there's the big elephant in the room. Paying for it all. Which leads us to the next part of the morning schedule. Money.
A critical pivot, yes.
Yeah.
You can get accepted, but if you can't afford it, well, that's a major roadblock. So the planners slotted this in right after the logistics.
And the workshop was scholarship, search support, and writing tips. The source notes it was led by Learning Resources. That seems important. Suggests it wasn't just generic advice.
Absolutely. That implies targeted, tactical support from people who know the institution's resources and common scholarship pathways. They likely covered finding niche scholarships, understanding cycles, and crucially, writing compelling essays.
Probably reusing some themes from the resume work.
You'd hope so. Smart planning connects those dots. So by lunchtime, the scholars had tackled getting in and figuring out how to pay for it. It's holistic preparation.
Okay, so morning, admin and funding sorted. Then the afternoon seems to shift gears completely. It feels like they moved from competence on paper to presentation.
That's a perfect way to phrase it. Presentation optimization. The focus shifts from what you've done and documented to how you present yourself and interact. It's the professional polish.
And the first step in that polish, action item 4, was LinkedIn, creating a professional online presence.
Right. So you've got the resume, action item 1. You've maybe started on Handshake, action item 2. Now LinkedIn becomes the broader, public-facing professional profile.
More than just copy-pasting the resume, though.
Oh, definitely. It's about building your network, maybe sharing relevant content, engaging professionally, and importantly, making sure that profile picture matches the nice headshot they took that morning. It connects everything.
Okay, the digital persona.
Mm.
Then comes the final piece, action item 5, professional business etiquette, the in-person stuff.
This is where it all comes together. Think about the progression. Documents people read about you, resume. The online profile people find, LinkedIn, Handshake. And finally, how you actually are when people meet you, etiquette.
It's interesting they save etiquette for later. Does a good GPA not cover potential awkwardness?
Huh, if only. The GPA might get you the interview, sure, but etiquette, that often determines if you get the offer, or thrive in the internship, or build good relationships at the transfer institution.
What does that even cover? Emailing, handshakes.
Yeah, all of that. Email communication, introductions, how to navigate a networking event, maybe even things like dining etiquette if lunch is involved.
Yeah.
It's about showing you understand the unspoken rules of professional environments. It builds trust.
So these afternoon sessions, LinkedIn and etiquette, are basically about personal branding and communication being just as vital as the grades.
Exactly. They're foundational in their own right.
So pulling it all together, the day really moved logically. Pillar 1. Administrative mastery, you get the paperwork right, the resume, the transfer stuff, the handshake profile.
Right.
Pillar 2, financial security, figure out the scholarships, the funding.
Sure.
And pillar 3, presentation optimization, polish the online presence with LinkedIn, and master the in-person interactions with etiquette.
It's a really solid sequential structure. They built it layer by layer. Address the immediate needs, secure the funding, then add the polish. It's smart project management applied to professional development.
And the sources say it worked. The takeaway feeling was that scholars left inspired, informed, and ready. It shows the structure landed well.
That confirms the mission was achieved. They got the practical tools and the motivation.
So for you listening, the big takeaway is you don't necessarily need the fancy event. You just need to steal their structure. Follow those pillars in order.
Right. Focus on mastering your documentation first, then tackle the funding aspect, then finally work on optimizing how you present yourself, both online and in person. That sequence helps avoid wasted effort.
So we've laid out the blueprint extracted from this one event, but here's something to chew on. The planners clearly decided logistics first, presentation second, get the content right before the packaging.
A deliberate choice, yes.
So here's the final thought for you. If you were designing your own crash course for professional readiness today, would you stick to that order? Logistics, then presentation. Or in today's world, does the personal brand, the etiquette, the online impression maybe need to come even earlier? Which would you put first and why? Something to think about.